Hi, and welcome to my presentation of drama and the power of using it in the classroom. So, to begin with, we are going to be talking about introducing the effectiveness, engaging the learning, the biblical narrative, the empathy of the characters, and the overall role of drama in the classroom, whether it be biblical or not. So, first, let's just talk about the effectiveness of using drama in teaching the Bible. So, one, drama is a very powerful tool of education, whether it be in the classroom or in a biblical setting, that allows students to get involved in storytelling and understanding the emotional tone that the characters are taking on, as well as kind of putting themselves into the story. It brings the scripture to life for some, and we're going to be talking about the benefits of using drama and how these three things can make drama a very important and impactful use in any educational setting. So, engaging learning. Drama can enhance Bible comprehension through interactive experiences. So, first, it engages learners on multiple levels. Like I said, it allows students to become part of the story, whereas normal teaching in a classroom relies heavily on verbal instructions or worksheet handouts. Drama allows a hand-on approach where the active participation allows students to become involved and become the characters themselves. Through role playing, improv, and different interactive exercises, they immerse themselves. That was the word I was looking for. They immerse themselves into the stories of the Bible to where they almost become the characters themselves. And they get to experience stories rather than just passively receiving the information, just being taught to them over and over. It's almost their way of being able to teach it and show that they understand it. And for one, for me at least, and I know with my younger kids that I teach on Sundays, it makes the learning that much more enjoyable for them. And they remember that part. So when we go to review, it's always, oh yeah, you played this character and you said this, which makes it a lot more fun. And it can also encourage and facilitate a deeper understanding and retention of the Bible concept and teachings that they otherwise might miss because they're just hearing it being spoken to them rather than involving them in an interactive and fun way. So, next, biblical narratives and dramatizing stories brings the scriptures to life and fosters a deeper understanding. So, the effectiveness of drama, that it breathes life into scripture. It brings the scriptures to life in a way that is fun and exciting, and it engages them on the historical context as well as the cultural, social, and emotional dynamics that they might not have experienced before until they're put in that position to do so. It's not necessarily required, but costumes, props, and theatrical techniques can make it even that much more fun and enjoyable and make a bigger connection. The characters and events of the Bible, which when they originally would look at it might say, oh, that doesn't apply to me because it happened this many years ago, when in reality it does bring it to life to them in a current atmospheric context. And it's brought to life in a way that they understand it because they are the ones bringing it to life in a way. They're able to visualize stories, and I don't know about you, but for me, I remember playing with people more than I remember some things in the classroom. So, visualizing the stories and getting them involved helps them retain the memory aspects of what we were teaching. It also can foster a sense of empathy that the kids can learn by having to pretend to be a character. They learn to empathize with what the character is feeling. And it can also create an emotional connection to where, as they grow, they learn to connect with that character on a different level that can help them learn in their spiritual growth. And, like I said, it makes the teaching of the Bible more relatable and impactful to them. With the empathy, students connect emotionally with biblical figures, aiding in moral lessons. So, The ability to invoke empathy and emotional connection really arises when you put yourself in somebody's shoes. They always say, walk a mile in somebody's shoes before you try to judge their lifestyle or something along those lines. And so by putting the child in the shoes of a Bible character, they're learning to empathize and they're learning to engage and understand what they were going through. They learn to enjoy and experience the joys they go through, the struggles, the triumphs, whatever the stories may be, and a deeper understanding of the character's experience. Take David and Goliath. We just taught that one a couple of weeks ago. The kids were better able to understand the triumph of being able to take down something or someone much bigger than them, because we had one of the teachers, who is a taller lady, pretend to be Goliath, and we had one of our shortest students play David, so they could see a very big height difference, and to be able to overcome the giant, he was able to kind of become a little bit more proud and brave, and he has begun to actually answer questions in the class, which has been a very big and awesome step for him. But it also can help with the moral lessons that are taught in scriptures that us, on a level that we have been studying this for a while, might get, whereas a child would miss it. If they're actually being involved and placed in the story, they can learn to kind of understand, like, the empathetic side and the moral lessons of not lying, not stealing, and why it's wrong. Not just, my parents said it's wrong, the Bible said it's wrong. Why is it wrong? They also, like I said, become inputted into the struggles and triumphs by actually having to go through that struggle or triumph themselves, and can be connected back to something that they are experiencing in their daily life, that it might not be you're facing a giant, but you're facing something that seems bigger than you. They also learn to internalize the values and principles in those scriptures that come to life as they become a Bible character. It can enrich the learning experience and encourages personal growth within the student and moral development, and they learn to apply those teachings to their lives. The role in making Bible teaching dynamic and impactful. It offers a wealth of benefits, first off, by enhancing comprehension and retention. It fosters empathy, moral growth, and encourages students in interactive experiences to grow in what they are learning. It brings the Bible stories to life for them. It fosters an emotional connection with the characters to where they can become more involved and interactive with them. It transforms the way that the Bible is taught and understood in a young mind, but also in an older mind, in which scripture can be used in a dramatic way. And it opens the door to new exploration and discovery in the study of Bible by teaching it in a way that they might not have ever experienced before. And it ensures that the Bible and teaching the Bible remains dynamic, relevant, and impactful for many generations to come. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions on the topic, this is how you can contact me, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.